Interesting set of audience set, as we say. They are screen audiences. They are born with screens, absolutely sci-fi. We are learning from them every day, in and out. And there's so much which we can do for these audiences, but we have to do it in a certain way. Let me just cite some examples to you in terms of how some of the brands have made a play in this space of modern day marketing, where these kids are getting raised on screens and they are on the super highways of 5G. Even in 2010, they were latching on to Wi-Fi, better bandwidth, and they were moving into gaming, immersive worlds, and they were making a play out there. And now, this audience set is almost turning 15 years. So very, very relevant in terms of marketing for all our marketers here on this panel. Let me cite a very interesting example of what we did with a campaign for Aegis Federal. How many of you guys are aware about this campaign called Young Sachin? Show of hands. Okay, just two. I should spend time and explain you what went behind the scenes on that campaign. So I think the beautiful work which can happen for this audiences is when you get the worlds to collide. And me and the chief creative officer of VML, who was working on a insurance brand, Sahil, we were discussing, called Aegis Federal. And we were discussing and we were saying that we want to create something really progressive on insurance. We don't want to create a campaign wherein we'll just go and say that buy insurance. Tomorrow, if you are dead, what happens to your family? We wanted to break that typical comms and we wanted to create something which is more progressive. So Mukund tells me that I have got the legend Sachin Tendulkar with me. And this is the pre-GPT era. So there were no NLG models for consumers out there. This is pretty much India's first AI campaign. My knee-jerk reaction was, let's create a Zen Alpha version of Sachin who would go on TV and 11-year-old Sachin would go out there and say, मैं अपने फ्यूचर से डरा नहीं, मैंने अपने फ्यूचर के लिए प्रेप किया. Aegis Federal भी आपको प्रेप करता है अपने फ्यूचर के लिए, right? It's a classic example of creative and tech coming together, using a legend like Sachin, recreating him as a kid, and then communicating a comms.